From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, August 8th, 2022. I'm Amy Rose, filling in for D-Ray Knight. This is what's going on. South Dakota Highway Patrol issued their first rally tally of the 82nd annual event, and one fatality has been reported. That fatality happened when two motorcycles collided on Highway 34 west of Hayes. As for injury crashes, the patrol reported 4 on Saturday, with 3 of them in the immediate Sturgis area. There have been 8 non-injury accidents. In other stats, the patrol reports 23 DUI arrests so far, up 3 from this date last year. There have been 17 misdemeanor drug arrests and 8 felony drug arrests. Misdemeanor arrests are up 1 over last year so far, while felony arrests are up 4. In the local Sturgis Report, Chief Jody Vandewater reports parking remains the biggest problem so far. Sturgis police have responded to 55 illegal parking complaints, well ahead of last year's 33. There were 43 reported in the latest reporting period alone. So far, there have been 11 DUI arrests in Sturgis and 17 drug paraphernalia-related arrests. Felony drug arrests total 4 so far this year. DUI arrests are down 5 from last year at this time, while felony drug arrests are right in line with last year. The Meade County Jail reported 19 people booked into jail Saturday, bringing this year's total to 30. A Rapid City woman made her initial court appearance last week after a Rapid City Police Department officer shot her multiple times on May 31st. Kevin Phillips has more.
32-year-old Shania Watkins appeared before Pennington County Magistrate Judge Scott Bogue to address a criminal complaint accusing her of aggravated eluding. It's a Class 6 felony. Court documents say Watkins led police on a low-speed chase on May 31st that ended after officers used a tactical maneuver to try and stop the vehicle. During that tactical maneuver, Watkins spun and allegedly drove in the direction of the officer. That's when an officer fired several shots at the vehicle, striking the driver several times. The judge set a personal recognizance bond on the condition that Watkins participate in the 24/7 program, and that requires drug testing. If convicted, she could face up to 2 years in prison and have to pay a $4,000 fine.
In national and international news, the Senate on Sunday afternoon passed Democrats' $750 billion health care tax and climate bill in a significant victory for President Joe Biden and his party. The final party line vote was 51-50, with Vice President Kamala Harris breaking the tie. The Democrat-controlled House, which is expected to take up the legislation on Friday, must approve the bill before Biden can sign it into law. The measure includes a handful of important but narrow provisions to lower prescription drug prices and extend Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies for 3 years. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer's office states the bill would also be the biggest climate investment in U.S. history, slashing U.S. greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2030. To boost revenue, the legislation would impose a 15% minimum tax on the income large corporations report to shareholders, raising $258 billion over a decade. While the deal is far smaller than the slimmed-down $1.75 trillion version the House passed in October, Democrats in the White House say the bill could still have a massive impact on many Americans. Another wave of airline cancellations and delays was felt across the U.S. over the weekend. Kevin Phillips has the details.
More than 7,700 flights were delayed and 950 flights were canceled across the country yesterday. That according to the flight tracking website FlightAware. This comes as global travelers are returning to the skies in droves after a pandemic-enforced pause. However, airlines and airports across the world are grappling to meet the demand. Some flight attendants say the lack of staffing, along with unpredictable schedules, is wreaking havoc on their mental and physical well-being. Plus, with fewer pilots available, some aviation experts predict these disruptions could persist for a decade as reductions in schedules and routes cause prices to rise.
The school district in Uvalde, Texas, the site of a school massacre in May, is looking for an interim police chief as Pete Arredondo awaits his termination hearing, according to a report. Arredondo was placed on an unpaid leave following his highly criticized handling of the shooting at Robb Elementary School on May 24th, in which 19 children and 2 teachers were killed. Officials have said Arredondo was the on-scene commander during the shooting, but the chief has disputed that, saying he did not believe he was in charge. Separately, the community's school board president confirmed the district has zeroed in on a property to replace Robb Elementary. The community's superintendent also reaffirmed students will not return to the campus because many are still traumatized by the violence. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Sunny all week with a high of 89, low tonight 55. Tomorrow through Thursday, highs near 95. Friday 97 and a weekend around 90 degrees. That was your Daily Slice for Monday, August 8th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by Amy Rose with Kevin Phillips, executive producer Mark Houston, engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm Amy Rose. Have a great day.